For some insight into this year's selection and bracketing process, joining us now, Mitch Barnhart, chair of the NCAA Men's Division I Basketball Committee and the athletic director for the University of Kentucky. Mitch, we began this season by asking ourselves what might have been different about this selection process, considering everything that everyone has had to go through over the past year. Was there anything different to you and your committee?
Well, certainly there was many things that were different about this, but let me start by saying I just want to thank the student athletes and the coaches for the incredible effort and the dedication it took to get to this spot and to be able to arrive in Indianapolis and be a part of this incredible event. But yeah, there was a lot of things that were different about this year's selection process. As Clark has used the word pivots and pauses that we've had to deal with, and the testing protocols and all of those things that have become a part of our vernacular. That has been a part of the committee room and the conversations as well. So resumes being unequal and different things that have been stops and starts on some of the schedules of some of the teams. But at the end of the day, we saw some really high quality, incredible basketball that was a lot of fun to watch as we went and to evaluate as we were to get together as a committee.
Mitch, in a general sense, was there an area that caused significant gridlock or consternation for the committee? I know there's a general, you have unbalanced schedules and the like, but was there at some point or area where the committee perhaps had more stress and concern as you went through the process?
No, I think that there was a lot of things, Clark, that we talked about. I think that when you talk about the number of games played and the unequal schedules, we played over 80% of the games that were scheduled for the regular season. The conferences played 85% of those. The tournament games, 98% of the tournament games were played. So there was really, really quality information on the resumes. Out of the top 100 teams in the net, the average number of games played by those teams was about 23 games. So there was quality information there that we were able to work with. But yeah, it was significantly different. And trying to sort of find a level playing field for all of that was a little bit of a challenge. But I thought the 10 people on the committee, the prism with which they brought and the lens with which they looked at was really, really high quality and very in-depth conversations.
Mitch, that sound you heard was America falling off its couch when Michigan State and UCLA popped up as a first four game. Tell us how that happened.
Well, I mean, I think that we go through our processes, and you have teams that are the last four at large, the last at larges in the field, and we worked our way through that, and that's part of how that process unfolds. And we certainly scrub that. We go through the process of seeding, and we scrubbed it multiple times, and we get to a spot, and where it is where it lands, and two teams that we're thrilled to have in the field, and we thought it'd be a heck of a way to start the tournament off. I say that facetiously. But we're excited to get started. Two great teams and great programs with lots of national championships, and so it ought to be a lot of fun.
A little spice up Thursday night for sure. But every year we talk about the first teams out. I think about a team like Louisville looking and seeing Drake in the tournament, Wichita State in the tournament, Louisville playing in the ACC, and going through that almost 3-week COVID pause. What would you say to Louisville players, coaches, fans who might think that they should have been in place of one of those teams?
Well, certainly pauses have been a part of that conversation. And what we've noticed was they were on our under consideration board deep into the discussions that we had. The challenge was you had two teams that made really remarkable tournament runs in Georgetown and Oregon State, and so they were not under the under consideration board. And as they took those spots, some people had to fall off. And unfortunately, you have an opportunity during the course of the year to get your resume where you want it to be. And at the end of the day, if it's not where you want it to be, you have a chance to go to the tournament and secure the AQ. Two teams did that, and in the process of doing that, they took two bids away that would have been available in the at-large pool from the under consideration pool.
Mitch, thank you so much. The chair of the NCAA Selection Committee, thank you for all your hard work. We will see you in a few weeks in Indianapolis. Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much. Look forward to being with you all.